Hey everyone, John Jones posted on Twitter after an interviewer asked him a question on Twitter, which was pretty weird, that he only has 3 fights left in the 205 division in his opinion. What does that mean for the 205 division? The 205 division is pretty lit, as everybody knows. You've got Daniel Cormier, Alexander Gustafsson, Rumble Johnson, and John Jones, obviously. Will the light heavyweight division be the same without John Jones? Probably. I mean, let's not get it twisted here. He's an amazing fighter, but he will be even better at heavyweight. He makes a huge weight cut down to 205. The guy is jacked. I hope he doesn't get gassed out in his fight that he's about to have. That would be pretty upsetting, but, John Jones reports that he's going to go to 205, or leave 205. Now, he was also asked who he would want to fight in his last 3 fights. He goes, so number 1, Daniel Cormier, obviously. After that, Rumble Johnson, because his fight at the most recent Fox was just absolutely insane, and he literally destroyed Ryan Bader. I mean, there's no better way to show dominance than that way of just taking somebody's back and literally knocking them unconscious for many, many minutes. I mean, Ryan Bader had to go to the hospital. It was pretty crazy. And then his third would be Alexander Gustafsson. I'm more excited for the Gustafsson fight because, John Jones has beaten Daniel Cormier, but he never really beat Gustafsson, in my opinion. Yes, obviously, he won unanimous decision in September of 2013 at 165. But, I mean, hey, dude, sometimes judges are wrong. He definitely gave Alexander a run for his money, but I think that would be an amazing fight, because that fight at UFC 165 with Jones versus Gustafsson won the 2013 Fight of the Year. But he was also supposed to fight Johnson at 187 in May 2015 when the hit-and-run accident occurred. So Daniel Cormier stepped in, and Daniel Cormier beat Rumble Johnson. So, in essence, John Jones has beaten Cormier. Obviously, he defeated him at 182, and Cormier beat Rumble Johnson. So, in essence, he's beaten Rumble Johnson. Kind of like how Holly Holm has already beaten Miesha Tate because she won against Ronda Rousey. Because Ronda Rousey beat Miesha Tate. So it's a weird complex, and I know that doesn't sound very smart coming out of my mouth, but hear me out. I think it's legitimate. I think it's a legitimate case to make, when you're fighting in MMA. If you beat one guy, more than likely you'll beat the guy that you haven't fought yet that has been beaten by someone you already beat. That was stupid. Anyway, so, John has indicated in the past that he would go up to the heavyweight division. He defended his light heavyweight title literally a record 8 times before being stripped of the title because of his incident, obviously the hit and run. And, I personally, I don't really like John Jones, and that's personally. I actually really, really don't care for him. But in the octagon, guy's fucking insane. He is undoubtedly one of the best fighters ever that the UFC's ever had. The guy's a monster. He's crazy good. He goes for finishes every time he fights. I mean, what else can you ask for? The guy is absolutely at the top of his game in the 205 division, so it really doesn't surprise me that he wants to leave the 205 division. There's probably better competition for him up at heavyweight. Now, would he be able to beat the Cain Velasquez's of the heavyweight division? Would he be able to beat the Fabricio Verdums of the heavyweight division? I think so. I think if he stayed and fought at heavyweight, Obviously, it would be a little bit different. He'd probably be a little bit slower. His punches would be a little bit slower, but his power will be undoubtedly better. Because his weight cut down to 205 is insane. So, maybe this is a good thing for him. Maybe 205 would be better without him, but I'm not saying anything bad about Jon Jones. But he says he's going to leave the 205 division, and honestly, good for him. I'm totally with him. I mean, you've pretty much cleaned out the 205 division. Why not go up and try to clean out the heavyweight division? So, Jon Jones to leave the light heavyweight division after these next 3 fights, apparently. Whether or not it'll go down that way, who knows? We'll have to watch and see. So, if you enjoy this video, like it, share it with your friends, get the news out. Thanks, guys.